I'm here to remind you that whatever it is you're worried about, stressed about, insecure about, unsure about, not sure how to fix or figure out or solve, you are never going to have this moment back ever again. You're never going to be this age ever again. You're never going to be this young ever again. So if there's some things that you can't fix, I don't want to just be like, figure it out, because maybe you genuinely can't right now. So maybe you need to study something, learn something, research something. Maybe you need to ask some advice from some people. Maybe you need to outsource some tasks so you're not doing, wearing too many hats and spreading yourself thin in a way that you can't like hone in on your true main skill set, whatever. Because if you allow yourself to remain in the analysis paralysis stage, it can go on for a long time. Now, sometimes we need to contemplate things, but truthfully, it's not about just finding things to fill your time, which it's okay to do hobbies and fun stuff and take breaks and take vacations and just go, smell the roses. I have shorts on. But you should kind of have something you're kind of always kind of working on. So if you're not sure where to start, you're not sure what like the first step is, try something simple like making a list of, okay, what are the top 10 things that I hope to accomplish while I'm alive, while I'm on this earth? Because, I mean, not trying to stress you out, but like you've only got however many years left, right? And a lot of people say when you get up to a certain age, it's harder to do certain things because you're more tired or you're dealing with ailments or whatnot. I mean, you could be super strong and healthy at whatever age. I'm not putting that evil on you, but just consider that things could change. So even if you feel like you don't have certain tools right now, you probably have certain freedoms right now that you may not later, or abilities that you may not be able to put as much time into, or something later. So don't focus as much on what you don't have. Think about what you want to achieve and what your natural skills, talents, and abilities are. Like start with some kind of list. Like, I would like to try to achieve this. I would like to try to do this. Now, take it a step further and break that down. Like, let's say you put down 5 things that are like, I want to achieve these things by the end of my life. And you realize once you break each one of them down into like 10 actionable steps, or maybe 5, maybe you're not even sure how you're going to do these things, so you put possible steps, like 2 possible steps for each one. I bet you there's one of them that you can order, you can practice, you can study, you can learn, you can go find out about, you can start saving towards. And that little bit of direction will give yourself the motivation to feel like, okay, I'm doing the thing. I'm making progress. I'm on the way. And once you start feeling that momentum, it will become easier and easier to keep finding yourself in that flow. Like when people talk about like flow state, it's when you're doing something that you really love or you really care about or you really enjoy, and you're just really just into it. Like, you know how you get obsessed about like a certain topic and you'll stay up all night like researching things about it or watching TikToks or YouTube videos about it? Everything that you want to achieve in this life, if you can find a way to come at it from an angle that gets you like that gets you in that energy, like gets you like obsessed with it and with learning about it, and you start getting excited about the more that you can learn about it or the more, things you can add, then you start to have kind of like the reward center in the brain feels like, yeah, we're doing it, we're doing something, and you want to keep doing it because you keep feeling like you keep reaching some kind of point of success. So small goals and celebrating small wins is one way to keep yourself motivated. When you make to-do lists, you do get like a, I don't know, dopamine, serotonin, you can Google it, but when you check stuff off, it like does something to the reward center of the brain. I love to-do lists. I've started doing multiple to-do lists. So I'll have like a, like there's like a 10-year plan type thing. And then there's, so like things I hope to accomplish later type thing. So like more like goals. And then it's like, okay, what over the next couple years? And then I'll have one that's more like this year. And then I'll have smaller ones that are like, okay, this month, this week, today. So I'm a to-do list girl. But there's nothing more exciting than like you forget about them for a little while. You just get going on stuff. And then you realize you've ticked a couple of them off. But putting them in the list also helps your brain sort of like acknowledge that, okay, this is a task I need to do. It kind of helps put it in the brain, because I think something about when you write it down, so writing it in your phone can also help, but there is something about when you actually write it down that's supposed to like commit it to memory a little bit more. Anyway, so this is just my suggestion to get started on things that you may think you don't know how to start now, but there's something you can start now or today or soon. There's, even if it's just thinking about what you could do, there's still something that you could do, some sort of action or step towards an action that you can start now, today, or soon.